March is Women's History Month, and our friend and author Patricia Fisher is here highlighting some good books about amazing women and so much more. It's good to see you. Thanks for coming in this morning.
Absolutely, glad to be here.
All right, I love this list because there are some good reads here, and we're going to start with a couple of books about women's history.
Yes.
Let's talk about Jane Austen's bookshelf.
Okay, so people have, whether or not they have read Jane Austen or they know of Jane Austen, we've got, Unleashing Mr. Darcy that our friend Terry did, and you've got Pride and Prejudice, you've got, Bridget Jones and all these others, Pride and Protest books and movies. So who inspired her? And so an author went in and found what Jane Austen would have had on her bookshelf, read the books. Each chapter's about an author that inspired Jane Austen.
Oh,
so
wow.
it's very, very cool. And a lot of these authors you may not have heard of. So, they were kind of tucked to the side and not necessarily kept into the basic reading list.
Okay.
So, new to you people. There you go.
Jane Austen's bookshelf on the list. We also have A History of Women in 101 Objects.
Yes, so
that
they go
interesting.
Yeah, they go all the way back to prehistoric times, and it talks about these different little things that are found in everyday lives for women. And it can, changes from lockets to rings, and then you have gloves, notebooks, then you get to feminine products, even postcards and letters, and and then it shows how society's changing, women's place in the world, as well as, finding their independence, finding their voices.
Okay.
So all these little things, yeah.
We also have Spies of World War II and Saving the Children of the Holocaust.
Right.
Important material there.
Yes,
Yeah.
and these are elementary school level reading.
Okay.
So
Makes it easy.
It makes it easy because if you're not really sure you want to dive into a big book, between these two books, there's 17 unique stories about women who made a difference during World War II. And so that helps, you kind of have a taste and you're like, I didn't know about this person. And if you find it interesting enough, you can read more. You can take it from there.
Good tip.
Yeah.
Shaking Things Up and I Still Rise, other good books to add to your list this month.
Right. So 14 young women are paired with noteworthy artists.
Okay.
And so it's all in poetry form, and it talks about all their different accomplishments and such. And then you also have The Still I Rise, which is 25 women.
Okay.
Their beginnings, their obstacles, and they do their birth dates. It's all chronological.
Okay.
And the beauty of it is, with those 4 books, that's 56 stories that you could read, all about 8 to 12 pages each, and you could probably find a new to you historical person that was not taught about in school.
Okay, look at that. I like that. For awareness, we've got The Woman Behind the Waterfall, which is Ukrainian culture.
Right. So it's basically told through the eyes of a 7-year-old telling poems and talking about the world around her and the imagination and how that changes when things truly shift in your world. And obviously they have had a lot shifting in the last few years.
Good recommendation there. All right, let's go and turn it a little bit more light this morning.
Yes.
A humorous book that should be added to your list is How to Age Disgracefully.
Disgracefully. So I honestly thought this was like a women's health book. But it's about a woman, it's fiction, but it's about a woman who takes over a senior living community center. And she's like, it's going to be a low-key thing, and all of these people are into very big shenanigans because that's what they've done. And because as you get older, it talks about how as you get older you kind of become invisible, so people underestimate what you can do, and so needless to say, shenanigans ensue. But they also take on City Hall because they're trying to sell the community center.
Sounds fun.
And so it's a great take on aging and how people can be underestimated when they're past a certain age.
I like it.
So yeah.
A lot of talk recently about the Loch Ness Monster.
Yes. One of my favorite things ever.
Yes.
I don't care if it's real or not.
There's a book where the Loch Ness is the star of the book a little bit, maybe?
Yes. So this is an enemies to a very hot lovers paranormal romance.
Okay.
The main characters' families have generations of strife. And so she comes back to meet a grandmother she's never met. She has no idea what this stuff is. He knows all about this curse. And so they have to work together to figure things out. But it's quite saucy, but it's very fun. And it's a definite different take on Loch Ness.
Sea monsters, paranormal, and romance. Interesting combo there. I like it.
It is. It's really fun. And the author's
fantastic
interview about it was very fun, too.
And then we have a local San Antonio author, Terry Wilson. She's got a book that was recently turned into a movie on the Hallmark Channel.
Yes. It was out Saturday. It's called Royalish, but it was based on Once Upon a Royal Summer. And it's about a theme park princess who's asked to help with a real royalty situation. But if you missed it last Saturday, it's on again on Wednesday, so tomorrow at 9 o'clock. I'm sorry, at 7 o'clock Central Time, and then it's on again on March 29th.
Okay,
So,
good deal. And last week was Patricia and her husband's anniversary.
Yay.
I wanted to say happy anniversary
Thank
because
you.
we love celebrating wonderful long marriages here on San Antonio Living. How many years for y'all?
25 married,
Woo.
26 together.
Oh my goodness. Well, happy anniversary. And of course, if you'd like to know some more information on Patricia, she is also an author here in San Antonio. Take a look at your screen. You can connect with her on social media, also patriciawfisher.com.